radio warn you about tomorrow at 09:29 p.m. on this eerie August 2025? 2025, a red pulse slicing through the static that freezes your soul. This emergency broadcast unveils a prophetic nightmare, foretelling your doom, where psychologically, it's cognitive dissonance shattering your grip on reality. And a 2025 study reveals 86% tremble when their future is voiced. Is a spectral forecast awakening? Subscribe now to confront this terror. Is a pulsing threat roaring from that radio? The kitchen plunging into darkness with a rhythm that makes your heart pound as you flee in terror? This broadcast drags you into a psychological abyss where anticipatory anxiety ignites dread of the unknown. And the 2025 study warns 86% sense a menacing presence when their future hums. Could a spectral forecast be stalking? Stay tuned for more. Did a faint prediction hiss from that radio? The attic shuddering with a chilling presence that freezes your blood as you tremble? This emergency thrusts you into a psychological trap where cognitive dissonance unravels your sense of time. And the 2025 study confirms 86% feel an otherworldly force when their future whispers. Is a spectral forecast emerging? Don't miss the next shock. Does Be Ready throb from that sinister broadcast? The garage vibrating with a presence that demands your attention as you cower against the wall? This broadcast locks you in a psychological cage where anticipatory anxiety fuels terror of what's ahead. And the 2025 study notes 86% panic when their future issues orders. Could a spectral forecast be ruling? Subscribe now. Is a faceless voice growling from that radio? The yard soaked in rain that heightens your dread as you retreat from this future omen. This emergency hurls you into a psychological vortex where cognitive dissonance transforms the signal into a nightmare. And the 2025 study warns 86% feel a ghostly presence. Could a spectral forecast be hunting? Stay with us. Why does a warping signal pulse from that radio? The balcony quaking with an otherworldly hum that threatens to drag you into the storm? This broadcast plunges you into a psychological nightmare where anticipatory anxiety shatters your confidence, and the 2025 study reveals 86% feel chased when the future warps. Could a spectral forecast be closing in? Keep watching. Did a glowing threat flare from that radio? The wall shuddering with an unseen force that floods your mind with terror in this damp space? This emergency traps you in a psychological abyss where cognitive dissonance magnifies your fear of destiny. And the 2025 study warns 86% sense a spectral stare. Could a forecast be observing? Subscribe now. Does tomorrow comes throb from that dark warning? The window shaking with a sinister force that imprisons you as you strengthen your defense? This broadcast ensnares you in a psychological trap where anticipatory anxiety heightens your fear of the future. And the 2025 study confirms 86% dread such prophecies. Could a spectral forecast be locking you in? Don't miss it. Is a reaching static clawing from that radio? The night exploding with a storm that blinds you as you shield yourself from this future cry? This emergency drags you into a psychological hell where cognitive dissonance morphs the signal into a hunter. And the 2025 study warns 86% feel trapped. Could a spectral forecast be looming? Stay tuned. Is a figure bursting from that radio, the fans screeching with an ominous hum that fills this room with dread as you step back. This broadcast cages you in a psychological prison where anticipatory anxiety shatters your peace. In the 2025 study notes, 86% feel pursued when the future unveils such horrors. Could a spectral forecast be unleashed? Keep watching. Why does a towering future wail from that radio? The forest howling with a desolate hum that paralyzes you as you crouch in hiding? This emergency thrusts you into a psychological vortex where cognitive dissonance devours your hope. And the 2025 study warns 86% feel doomed. Could a spectral forecast be triumphing? Subscribe for more. Is a growing doom throbbing from that radio? The porch shaking with an ominous beat that drives you back in panic? This broadcast traps you in a psychological abyss where anticipatory anxiety crushes your resolve. And the 2025 study warns 86% feel their end nearing. Could a spectral forecast be ascending? Don't stop now. Does future ends pulse with a towering broadcast from that radio? The abyss devouring your last shred of hope as you collapse under this relentless prophecy at night. This emergency broadcast imprisons you in a psychological abyss where cognitive dissonance seals your doom. And the 2025 study warns 86% feel their end when the future dominates. Could a spectral forecast claim you? Watch the full nightmare now.